Sa bidyong ito, atin pong pag-aralan at pag-usapan kung paano po ba ginagamit at kung kailan ang conditional statement. Tara, sabayan niyo po ako. Ano nga ba ang conditional statement? In mathematics, it is any statement of the form if P, then Q is called conditional or an implication. In this case, P is our hypothesis or tinatawag din po natin itong premise of the conditional statement. And Q is our conclusion or of the conditional statement. Again, uulitin ko po, sa conditional statement, our F is your hypothesis and your conclusion is the then statement. Tara, let's have some examples. In the conditional statement, identify the hypothesis and the conclusion. Before we proceed, we have to remember that the hypothesis is our P and our conclusion is our Q. Let's start. For example, number 1, if Xylene went swimming, then Kian went driving. So in this case, we have first to find for the hypothesis. Remember that P is our F statement and Q is our then statement. Ang ibig lang sabihin nun, hahanapin natin yung F statement and the then statement for us to identify the hypothesis and the conclusion. So, sa example number 1, ito po yung F natin. To write your hypothesis, dito po tayo maglalagay. And therefore, ito po yung atin pong hypothesis, which is your F part. And for your conclusion, hanapin lamang po natin yung then. And for our conclusion, ito pong part na to must be our conclusion. And thus, to write our hypothesis, we have Xylene went swimming. And for our conclusion, we have here Kian went driving. Let's have example number 2. If algebra is difficult, then music is easy. Let's find out. So to identify for our hypothesis, hahanapin lamang po natin yung may F part hanggang dito sa may kuwit. Then, to identify for your conclusion, hanapin natin yung may then part. Start tayo dito hanggang doon sa last part. So, to write your hypothesis, ang kukuhanin lamang po natin, ito pong given statement. Then, for our conclusion, ito naman po ang ating kukuhanin. So, if we write our hypothesis, we have algebra is difficult. And for our conclusion, music is easy. Ganun lang kadali maghanap ng hypothesis and conclusion. And we must also remember that we can write our hypothesis or represent hypothesis as P. Pwede po nating isulat P. Ito. At ang conclusion natin is Q. Instead of writing the word hypothesis, pwede pong P. And instead of writing conclusion, pwede pong Q as your equivalent values. For example number 3. If an angle measures 90 degrees, then it is a right angle. Again, our problem is to find the hypothesis and the conclusion. So for your hypothesis, that is an angle that measures 90 degrees. Remember, this is your F part. For your conclusion, it is a right angle. So that is the then part of your example. And to write your hypothesis, we have an angle measures 90 degrees. And for your conclusion, it is a right angle. sometimes we are going to find out if the given hypothesis is true or false. So, gagawin po natin yan sa mga susunod po nating videos. For your example number 3, we have if a plane has 4 equal sides, then it is a square. If a plane has 4 equal sides, then it is a square. So again, our hypothesis, a plane has 4 equal sides. And for our conclusion, it is a square. So to write your hypothesis, that is a plane has 4 equal sides, and your conclusion, it is a square. For your example number 5, if today is Thursday, then yesterday was not Wednesday. Our task again is to find for your hypothesis, today is Thursday. And your conclusion is yesterday was not Wednesday. And to write your hypothesis, we have today is Thursday, and for your conclusion, you have yesterday was not Wednesday. Have a nice day. Sana may natutunan kayo.